championship trophy.
And let's hear from Kirby with Holly.
Well, Coach, how sweet is redemption when it comes with an SEC championship trophy?
Well, it's not about redemption. They got a great program, great head coach. It's about our team tonight. These guys have been told and doubted, and since that last game, they can't beat this team. Our team was really physical tonight, played an excellent game, really proud of them, and proud for these Georgia fans, man.
Your defense rose up and put on one of the best shows of their season. How did they do it? -3 yards rushing allowed.
Trey Scott, Lynn Schumann, Thacker, T-Rob, Dante, that defensive staff's incredible. And that's Schumann and them's defense. That ain't my defense. That's Schumann and them's defense. Incredible job.
Coach, you've said all season this is a team that cannot be killed. How does this give you some momentum moving into the playoff?
Well, we got to keep getting better. We got a lot of young players that stepped up tonight. We had a lot of injuries. They had a lot of injuries. Proud as hell for this team.
Thank you, Coach. Let's go to Laura with Gunner Stockton.
All right, thank you so much, Holly and Gunner. This time last year, you're thrust into this game with no warning. Now you're able to win this game, and this is your team. What allowed for your success tonight?
This is awesome. Just the journey of this season has been so far. It's been awesome. Just being able to play with all the teammates. I love everybody, and it's been amazing. I'm glad we have another road ahead.
Yeah, I know it breaks your heart that your friend, center Drew Bobo, couldn't play in this one, but what can you say about the way that Malachi Tolliver stepped up?
Yeah, Malachi did a great job. He just stepped up and he did his butt off today. And I know this one hurts for Drew, just how much it means to him, but Malachi did a heck of a good job, and I was proud of him.
You got a front row seat to seeing your defense absolutely hunt Ty Simpson. What did they show you tonight?
Yeah, that's what I have to go against every day in practice. So I know what Ty feels like, but I thought the defense did a great job and held them to little points.
I know you guys didn't want to make too much of this being a rematch, but you were able to get the better of this Alabama team after they did that to you at your place earlier this season. How would you describe just how well this Georgia team is playing right now when it matters most?
Yeah, I think we're clicking right now at the right moment. And it's fun when it's like that, and everybody's having fun playing football and enjoying what they're doing.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you.
Chris.
A tremendous achievement, as we've said. MVP for going 20 of 26 with those 3 touchdown passes.
Just in really complete command. The whole team was, and he's the beneficiary of a team that was incredibly well prepared. They won the line of scrimmage on both sides. And I think that really the block punt got them going, the interception by Everett. But this is a football team that came in and played really all 3 phases. They dominated this game. They deserve all the credit. You could hear Kirby Smart say, basically this team has a chip on their shoulder. They're tired of being doubted. They got to keep that energy after this championship, after this accomplishment. Don't lose that chip. Keep playing that way as they get ready for the next round.
I love that they're doubted. 12-1. They were favorites tonight, by the way. But you know what? As magnificent as this achievement is, it will always be that way to win an SEC championship. The sport is now about the playoff, right? And Kirby said to me yesterday, hey, we did this last year. We won on this field last year. Beat Texas, hard-fought game, SEC champions. And then they lost to Notre Dame in their first playoff game, and everybody forgot a little bit about this. So he knows that what's ahead is more important than what they've just done today even.
Great point. This feels incredibly different to me than last year. Carson Beck went down with an injury. Gunner Stockton stepped in, and while it was great that he stepped in and he's a talented player, he just didn't have a lot of experience.
His first start was a playoff game.
Right. So you just didn't really know. Great team, but you just didn't know what you had there. This team is doing this. This team is saying, bring anybody on. So I think it's a very different set of circumstances as long as they get this accomplishment and keep that edge that they played with tonight. They'll be tough for anybody to beat.
I don't think they're going to lose in the first round here. I'm just saying that there's so much hinges on that. As great as this is, you're still, when you're the level of Georgia, you're judged by what you do, quarters, semis, championship game, etc.
And if they get to bye, it gives them some opportunities to get healthy. This is a banged-up football team. A lot of guys had to play through some injuries tonight. Gives them a chance to recover and really get their mind and I think their bodies right to make a run in the postseason.
And for Alabama, which faced this Georgia defense, well, Think about their situation on a second. Really early on, the Dogs were swarming, hitting hard, pressuring Simpson.
Yeah, it was a tremendous effort. I think the Glenn Schumann, I'm glad Kirby Smart said that. This is Glenn Schumann's defense. Everything they did, they just seemed to be one step ahead of what Ryan Grubb and this offense is trying to do. They won the line of scrimmage. They were bringing a variety of different blitzes. I mean, Ty Simpson, his head was on a swivel. His defense is led by C.J. Allen, number 3. And he made a lot of plays, but they were very, very well prepared, especially considering they lost to this same team. This time it would be a different story. There's Glenn Schumann right now, right there with his kid.
It looks like these blitzers are all over him like they were over Simpson.
Exactly.
I tell you, they will need that time off. That 3 weeks, I guess, till they're back on the field. Even if you do get a first-round bye, you got a couple weeks before recovering. And that does get me to Alabama, because that's also part of this equation. One of the 4-way ties for the regular season title in the SEC. But now they have to wonder in this new era if what the committee saw here gives them pause. Where do they drop? Are they really in that conversation? Is it really Alabama versus Notre Dame, Alabama versus Miami, et cetera?
I think there's going to have to be a discussion with what happened to BYU today. Where will BYU go? And then it's Alabama, Notre Dame, and Miami. And I think Miami will end up having the edge. So now you're down to Alabama and Notre Dame. That's